And it says we're live. I'm, of course, going to have the phone just to see how we sound. So while I work out our tech by just looking at the phone.
Fancy phone tech.
You want to tell everybody what we're doing? What the heck are we doing here, Jennifer and Coffee?
Hey guys, I don't really know what I'm doing today, but I am here with Kelsie. We are going to do some writing prompts and time writing scripts. Oh, yeah, there's us. You talking to me.
So while
Oh, yikes. It's bad enough I have to see my own face and then I have to hear my own voice back at me.
Yeah, this is just the narcissist circle.
I love that. Like, are you guys joining the narcissist circle today?
Join us. Join us.
Everybody wants to talk about themselves.
Right. That's every improv group I've ever been in.
Yeah, here you go.
Yeah. Booker's obsession is first. Sorry, I keep interrupting you. Hi.
Hey. Welcome. So we're going to do we have some writing prompts. We have 3 writing prompts and we're going to be doing timed writing. So 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes. We're going to do free writes. So please, open your brain and just let it flow. My brain is not open. We're going to see if we can get it open. Keep your pen on the page or your fingers typing and just see what comes out. Super fun.
And we have the themes and all of the stuff, obviously, in the description box below. But Jen, tell us, what is today's theme? Have we moved on from garbage and rubbish?
Barely. Just barely. I know. I was going to throw that out again. I'm like, what are other garbage, rubbish words? We're going to do growth this time. So when you come out of the garbage into the growth, that's going to be the name of my novel. So.
Copyright. Can't copyright titles. Okay.
Feel it. Yes. So yeah, I think. How are you, Kelsie? How's your writing been this week?
It's been okay. Hi, Ursula. It's been okay. Probably out of all the weeks that I've been sort of more diligent about writing, this week has not been the greatest. I've been doing more corporate work, which is not the most fun. But hey, it pays those bills. Also, see what I did? Let me open your brain. I wish I could have seen it too. Yeah. I'm assuming some sort of interpretive dance.
I'm assuming that you literally opened your brain up and stuffed some writing in there.
Yeah. So I guess I need this is what I'm saying. I feel like my word count went down. I stopped tracking, not that I'm somebody that's super hardcore about Camp NaNoWriMo, but it does sort of help me become more accountable. And again, unlike you, Jen, I'm not working on a piece, a larger piece. Comedy sort of shut down. I can't spit on people. So I'm not even really working on a lot of stuff. I'm just kind of collecting weird pieces.
Yeah.
So I'm excited for today because I need to write for
Good.
sure.
I do too. Yeah. I've gotten very busy at work. Story Studio Writers Festival is opening registration. No big deal. Just letting you guys know. So work's gotten really busy and life just got busy, but I'm very happy that I have this time and that's kind of set aside because otherwise I don't think I would really be getting any writing done this week. So
yeah. Well, let's do it because that's one of our things, right? We want to make sure that this is a lunchtime break. We want to make sure that we're getting to it, getting the writing, getting those words done, and try not to ramble on too much, even though we're so charming. Narcissistic circle.
I learned in my narcissist circle today. I'm really charming.
Oh my gosh.
About it?
I know. Oh Lord, Emily, one day I'll be able to spit on you. It'll be amazing.
Yay!
All right, so let's get into it. Growth. We have these in the description box, but Jen, tell us what they are while I'll get the Google timer ready.
All right, so the first writing sprint is going to be 5 minutes, and here is your prompt. Feel free to use it in any way that you would like. You can also throw it away like garbage. All right, prompts. Number 1, name 5 things you'd like to change in the next 5 years. I'll say it one more time. Name 5 things you'd like to change in the next 5 years. And go.
Mark, set, go. I did not do the best at catching that. That's my favorite when I can just like catch it before it buzzes.
When you catch it, like,
Yeah,
right away, and you have
that
that
like
sense.
magic right here. I also love that. Again, we always talk about this. It's so true. Like I feel like the first 5 minute one is like just sort of settle my mind. But I was like in this chat because Alley Cat showed up, and then
I like
Cook obsessed. She's
that.
like, my friend is here, and it's all happening. So anywho,
Yay.
so it was a little. I got a little distracted, and it got weird. How was your 5 minutes, everybody? Put those. Jen, let me know how yours is. If you have word counts, if you have topics, how did it go?
Mine was also a little weird. I've been pretty frazzled today this week, so I just kind of took some time to like clear my mind and use it that way, and make a little schedule for myself this afternoon because I have a lot going on. But that was really helpful. And then at the end, I was like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
So you rebelled against, yeah, you're doing other stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, but I like to I like to answer the question properly. So at the end, so I just kind of threw it all in there. But it was really interesting because I sort of left it to like the last like 30 seconds, and then it was just
Oh,
like brain dump. But it was very telling, I think, what I wanted changed, because I didn't overthink it. It was just what
gotcha.
was in my brain. So
I know. I think sometimes when I used to, especially when I used to teach femcom, the like stand up classes, I love putting those like very strict deadlines. Like you have to do like a list of 10 in like 30 seconds. Like so pretty great. Yeah,
yeah,
we've
I
got
think
some
a lot
word
of times
counts here.
you go back and 50 words, nice. That's good for
Still
being
distracted
distracted.
or not. I know. I was like doodling. I'm looking at the tape. So 50 words is great. I also, when I did start to write, I started getting obsessed about like not being able to do jokes and like not being able to spit on people, probably because we talked about that before. And I was like, oh, what if I just collected all the spit that I would be spitting on
No,
people in a job?
no, we're gonna have
Yeah.
to end this early. 'Cause I
So it
can't.
got weird. And then I'm like, oh, this is not the prompt at all. I'm just thinking of things I could collect in jars. That's gross.
I had a math teacher once who was like teaching, I don't even remember, it was like some sort of unit of liquid or something. And he's like the difference between this and this. And he's like, if you spit this many times into like a 20-ounce bottle, then that would be this unit. And then he's like, imagine like drinking it down. And I like just,
You're just like,
yeah, I was like, I can't be here anymore. I was
you're like, give me an F. I'm out. I'm out of
so
here.
awful. I just had this massive reaction to it. I'm sorry I shared that with everyone. I hope I didn't.
Oh, yeah. Oh, we've got some Ursula's here. Don't feel very creative. More like goals.
That's kind of what I
Yeah,
did. Yeah. I just did like
yeah,
sort of, it was actually life goals. It wasn't even really
yeah.
necessarily creative goals.
But Ursula makes a really good point, and like so do you, Jen. Obviously, it's like I sometimes if I get stuck, I like list like mad. I'm just like list, 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 and then sometimes something will spark it.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, missed the first sprint. So Alley Cat got a bit of editing distracting. Um, I'm
Ooh,
writing a rescue scene. Ooh, love it. And then there's a cat. So I don't know if you're rescuing a cat or if that's just a smiley face.
or it's the cat rescuing others.
Oh, get here, yeah. Oh, well, don't worry, Nikki
We got
Star
lots more.
author.
We got lots
That was a
more.
fast one. We're gonna get to this next one. So we're gonna
Yep.
try to get this next one is 10 minutes. Let me get the Google timer ready and take it away, Jen.
All right. So this is a 10-minute sprint. Your prompt is your character drinks a potion and suddenly shrinks to the size of an ant. What next? It's very Alice in Wonderland.
Mm-hmm.
Your character drinks a potion and suddenly shrinks to the size of an ant. What next?
On your marks, get set, right. deep in it. I was deep in it. Oh my goodness.
Nice.
We did it. All right. 10 minutes. Word counts, of course. Toss them out if you've got them. Or if you're doing the free write like Jen and I were just writing, I got 2 pages out of it. But yeah, I said, how did it feel?
It was good. I got about 2 pages as well. And that's handwriting, and yeah, it was fun. I've been toying with this story for a while about this woman who goes into this sort of doctor's office and these like getting this very bizarre medicine, and weird things are going on in there and stuff. So this actually fit right into that.
Oh,
so I
nice.
just kind of like played with this. But I probably spent more time up at the beginning with her, like looking at the whatever he gave her, like the medicine and the drinking of it, and then sort of the shrinking sensation, like spending time on that. So I didn't really get to the what happens next too much, but it was fun. I enjoyed
right
it.
on. I know that story. I love that story. So that's cool that this like helps sort of push it forward or whatever. Yeah, that's awesome.
To another place.
Yeah. I of course started out with I feel like I can't, especially in our writing our second prompt, the 10-minute prompt, I can't get into without like having some sort of pop cultural reference first. I don't know why that is, but like it anchors me a little.
Honey,
and so of course it was. And I went right to Auntie, and I was like, I don't understand why Auntie has to die. And then I went off on this little tirade of like this idea that anything small but is like helpful is doomed in like stories. It's like any set of nurturing is weakness or punishment or death. And I was like, this is some bullshit. So in my story, I didn't have just me shrink. I was like, that's like the story of the solo. We've seen this 1,000 times, like me against nature and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, so I switched it up, and I had Lady Brunch. We were at Lady Brunch, and we all shrunk. We had to figure out how to figure it out together. So it's like, yeah. So and I kind of got stuck on like in Lady Gregory's where we were. There was also like the witches. I don't know if they were witches or what, but like the witch staff like heard us complaining about our lives and were like, they're going to give us a concoction to how to work together. So this sort of like hive mind, like these 4 women who've been shrunken down, how to like rise up together.
Back up.
Yeah.
That's a cool story. Did I get the Chipotle turkey burger?
We didn't even get that far.
What I was ordering.
Yeah. I love that everybody's sharing some stuff over here as well. So we've got the bookish obsession, searching for scissors. Logical thing.
Sounds like my writing time. I'm like, I'm going to spend all my time flossing.
Yeah. Sometimes, you know what? It's all writing. It's all writing, is it not? Yeah.
Yay.
Nice. You are a submission. Like last time you had a goal too. Gosh.
I know.
And Emily, you're an inspiration. These sprints. Ursula always cranking out the word count. My favorite line was, she always felt small, and now she really was small. Oh,
love it.
Ouch. Yeah, it's a good one. Nikki Star, author, 481 words, champions, y'all. Nice. Champions. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Goodness. Anything small but helpful is doomed. Yeah. Yeah. Right? Yeah, I know I want to do I never do it right, but yes.
I was like, even Yoda died. I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, there is just something that I think we have to like figure out, like the stories. So like I feel like I'm not like a writer like Jen. Like I don't get the word count in. Again, I do a lot of my stuff is very performative, but I do read, and it's like I read a lot, and I am so sick of those stories. I am just done with those kind of stories. Yeah, that trope. I mean, yeah, I'm into it. And I know exactly what you're talking about, bookish obsession. I think there's this idea that like we have like, because of the visual medium of like, especially like movie, that there has to be like a star and then like a side character instead of this collective, which is kind of like how life is. Like you need people to help you out. Those are the stories I want to hear about. Maybe they don't fit so nicely on a screen, but I don't care. Anyway, tirade Kelsie. We don't need that. We're on a lunch break. So should we do this? Everybody ready for the big one, the 15-minute sprint?
Do it. Yes. I'm very impressed by everybody's word counts too.
I know. It's great. Got the whistle going on. Exactly. All right. I will get the timer going. If you want to
Yeah. All right. Here comes our final prompt. 15 minutes we'll have for this one. Your character has a mysterious lump on their body. What is it? What do they do? Your character has a mysterious lump on their body. What is it? What do they do? I took growth real serious.
Yeah, I like it. All right, your marks, get set, and whoops. And right. Okay. Let's stop that and go right on back to our faces. Yeah. Oh, are
Hey,
you
more
muted still?
faces.
There you are. Yeah, I feel like
Oh,
our
am I?
15
Can you
minutes,
hear me? Oh, there you go.
our 15-minute, it's always the time that our computer likes to lag when you talk. It's just tradition.
I know. It works so hard at those 15 minutes.
Yeah, it really does. Well, while we wait for your stuff to catch up, let's look over here with Nikki Star author and the glorious feeling of starting a book with them all over the place as a group and then watch them grow and work together. I just want to let you know that I was doing some chats at top. So Nikki Star was like letting us know that our
Oh.
series, their series is a crew of space pirates. You get to have that group feeling that we were talking about with like the ants. How cool is that? And I was just saying that I really loved it, that idea. So I love when people work together. I'm like so obsessed with that. Alley Cat working on homework, I was working so hard, Alley Cat. Just work, work, work. So Jen, what did you find and what did everybody find in these 15 minutes? How mysterious was their lump? What did they find out about the lump? What did they find about themselves? Word counts. Let's do it all.
Yeah, so I kind of stuck with the same character I did for the second one. So she had been at this doctor's office and got weird medicine. So I'm assuming she got, other weird medicine that did weird stuff to her, like created a lump. So she and her roommate are just watching TV, and then she just kind of feels it. It's like growing and like pulsating from inside, like getting bigger.
How do you like that kind of I know how to do it when I like do like solo shows or whatever, like that repetitive feeling of like pulsing and like that panic. Do you have like any go-to tricks of like a slow feeling like crawling in your skin? How do you make that, almost like a heartbeat, you know what I mean? Like that feeling.
I always focus on, like, I think it was something like this. Like, I try to focus on her attempting to do other things. So, like, she's trying to drink, her wine. She's trying to like do stuff on her phone. She's trying to talk to her roommate, and like the pulsating and all of it, like, just keeps getting in the way.
So it's like background, but you can't avoid it.
Yeah, and just keep getting like a little bit bigger, and like it's like an itchy feeling. She was saying it like felt like somebody was like like tugging on the inside of her skin.
Oh yeah.
So awful. But
It's
yeah,
so
just
awful.
like, is it like a infected bug bite, like those types of feelings, but like more like there's something inside.
Yeah, gotcha. So I think you can take this like definitely a surreal like route, almost like an alien feeling. But then Ursula mentioned something, so she got a word count here, but also like really like finding it personal, right? Especially something like the word lump, like a nonfiction piece about finding a lump in my breast with a family history of breast cancer, of making that, so powerful and so emotional, which I think is amazing. And I think I took it in a this is what I love about these we bring ourselves to that in such like different ways. Like I was like a little kid who didn't understand her tooth was coming out and like what the lump underneath it was, that we can.
Oh, that's smart. I like that.
Yeah, that it can mean so many things. But I was thinking about breast cancer as well, because you hear that word lump and that's kind of instantly where I go of like, history, family, femininity, all of that kind of stuff. But I wanted to take it to like a youthful and almost like your body, like that stuff, especially when it's in the body, it's almost like there's so many emotions, like betrayal. I'm trying to think of like personal things that I felt, would feel. Yeah. Anyway.
Well, the interesting thing about like like a growth on the body or like a lump on the body is, I think people do think of it as this sort of like, oh, it's like an alien thing, or it's like a supernatural thing, or there's something. But it's like people get lumps on their body all the time. It is, I mean, the idea that like children's like all your teeth fall out of your mouth,
yeah,
at like a point, and there's something kind of scary, grotesque about it.
Yeah,
very close to stuff that we already experience.
For sure. And I feel like it's also like taking things from your life, whether it is such like a powerful, meaningful, or like, a moment like a breast cancer in family, which is like, oh gosh. And then something where like a kid doesn't understand. So the inspiration for this is my little niece went to the dentist a while ago, got an x-ray back, and you could see all of her adult teeth, you can see them coming in. And then she's just like
horrifying.
Yeah. And the fact that like she's understanding her body and that she doesn't have control. And I think that's the lack of control is also like I think also comes with a growth, because you're like,
Yeah.
what is this? It just appears one day, or something. Yeah.
My daughter had that done as well, where she had the x-ray, which I didn't know. I mean, it's like, it's obvious that those teeth are just there, like the adult teeth, but to see them like just waiting behind the kid teeth is just like the most horrifying thing.
Yeah.
Pushing them out.
Yeah.
It was like teeth on teeth.
Right.
X-ray. I really it was freaky.
I wrote a story from my niece's like point of view of her. She's very obsessed with the ocean, and she doesn't have the capacity sometimes to ask questions. Sometimes she does get really internal, and like tries to like hide it. So I would think of her like thinking of it as like, oh, I'm a megalodon now, like, like, oh, and then realizing that it was like, oh, it's just part of me fell out, like how, like thinking of it as like a superpower or like a foreign entity, but then realizing you're just human. Yeah. It's interesting. Well, the word lump will happen. I saw an X-ray of a toddler's tooth the other day. All the teeth. I know, right?
It's messed up. I mean, again.
Yeah. Don't worry, Ursula. I got a dreary in there. Don't worry. I didn't talk about the fact that she was in her room because her parents were fighting.
Oh, and their teeth are falling out.
And I just making that up. So don't worry, Ursula. I brought it down.
Teeth falling out is like, it's like people have nightmares with all their teeth crumbling. Like I have that during the day. That's my fear all day long.
Yeah. Well, we did it. I feel like a lot of y'all got some word counts. I feel like, again, for me, it's just like a place to sort of play. That's really what I'm looking for this space to be, is just like a lunchtime playground to like keep being creative and keep me accountable. So I really appreciate everybody showing up. Jen, you're always bringing the professional element to it, being a real proper writer and everything.
What's happening?
Yeah.
Hey guys, I just wanted to let you know, I put at the very top of the comments on the YouTube page, we are hosting a free virtual open house tonight about publishing, led by Rebecca Mackay, and the Story Studio Open House. Story Studio Writers Festival is opening. The registration is opening today. So drop in if you would like. We'd love to have you. It is free. All are welcome.
That's amazing. So that's actually happening today, but if you're watching this later live, you can find out all the Story Studio information, because you guys do have that huge festival coming up. You always have classes going on. Like I said, professional writer.
Oh, my mustard sweater.
Yeah, we got to thank you. Nikki's our author. Of course, definitely. We'll hope to see you back again. Now, Nikki mentioned something else, like seeing you back again. Like, when are we coming back? Technically, we don't have anything on the schedule yet, but if y'all let us know either in the comments now or later or whatever, what time frames and everything works for you. You can shoot us information on all our social media. I'll just put that up right here as well. We used to do it in evenings, and we tried this lunchtime hour. So let us know your thoughts on that, and we will definitely keep you up to speed of when we're doing this again, because I do think like weekly stuff, again, it like makes me feel very accountable. So
same. Yeah, I really enjoy weekly. So we'll figure it out. We're probably gonna have to switch up the times a little bit for August, but we will post it we have a Facebook event page, and we'll post it in the comments on this page as well. So you can always come back here and find out where we will be next week. Yeah, excellent. Well, Jen, we always end up leaving on a sort of sage advice. Okay, I got a good one. Okay. This is something I really thought about a lot this week. If you have a favorite cheese that you get often, and you decide during quarantine pandemic time that you're going to switch that cheese up and you're going to get a different kind of cheese, do not make that choice. Sometimes the cheese is all you have. And if you're not happy with the new cheese and you can't get back to the store, it's going to break you. So that was really important advice. I think that was really necessary. So stick to the cheese you're comfortable with in these trying times. Yeah, during this time. You can mix your cheeses up later, but I do not recommend that you do it now. It's just the thing that will tip you right over. Yeah. So, well, I thought about that a lot this week. You're like, you know what the world needs? Cheese thoughts, for sure. Cheese tips, cheese information. No one's talking about this right now. No one's writing articles about this. You don't see this on Medium. So yeah. Breaking news, everyone. Keep to your cheese. Keep your cheese. Well, thanks everybody for stopping by. See